we must say that really the coach has done a great job. The last couple of years, they're developing to a level that has been pretty much high level of football. Yes, but this high level of football, I think they have also possibilities of similar like Chiefs. There are always counter chances. So if you play this type of football, you need to have security systems, security organization patterns. So when we knew that Chiefs doesn't have it, they don't have it as well. They have the moment when they entry from second and the third, they lose the ball. There's a quick pressure, quick organization pattern over the wing. They try to lure you out, similar like Chiefs, but much more precise, much more quicker. I think first 15 minutes or the first 10 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, you guys need to check. We had 3 goal chances. So right in the beginning, with the 2 staying far and then 2 coming from behind the ball. So this actually could have been a little bit more precise, right decision again, like Chiefs. Could have been already 1-0 up for us. So then obviously the pressure will come, and we expected that we will much more in a low block. So 30-meter pushed to our sides. They understand how to push our defensive line. They pin us. And then they have on the wings, the 2 against 1, the combination, and the third one tucks in. So there's always these triangles on the sides. And sometimes we fall into that trap. We still not that have the patience. So then through these traps, they play that so quickly. This automatism is so good that they come to our pockets. But that's beautiful. So long that you close the red zone. The red zone is the zone in front of the box. So I think pretty much we managed that. And then obviously the goals are scored in the golden area, and we didn't leave them a lot into the golden area. So beside that, yes, there was a lot of noise, a lot of possibilities, entries, and they looked very good. But in the end, last shot, last pass, golden zone, red zone, this was closed. Penalty, I don't know. You guys will decide that, but I think it was a bit soft, but whatever. Didn't go in. We stayed in the game, and I think in the end we had another 3 chances, if I'm not mistaken, 2 or 3. So, and then 1 we scored, 1 with our youngster that just need to stop the ball. And but all in all, I'm proud of these boys. I mean, these are phrases in football. They say we're proud of these boys. Yes, they are in 1 week training session, the pattern, organization aspects, really. So we will also come to the automatism, when, how, entries, low blocks. These are all elements that you need to look into. That we can talk now hours of hours. Also, the luck was on our side, which is football very much important. Some here it's been taken, some you have to give, and I think all in all, football. I hear that we deserve to win. If you're both, no, football is not deserving to win. The one who lose because he deserves to lose. So simple as that. So I must say that for the short time to win one of the next against the biggest teams in the country, it goes all to the boys. I must say that I'm really pretty much happy to work with this bunch of youngsters that have so much talent.
Thank you, Coach. The question, Sadile?
Just in terms of the substitutions you made at halftime, what was the thought process behind?
Yeah, obviously also I need to be careful with myself. So I was in the last years in a different angle, in a different level, so I need to bring myself down. Sometimes I'm ahead of myself and giving this short topics, zones that is being numbered, and we're coming to a level that we expect that sometimes I need to push my level also there. So the aspects that we had, sometimes we just had dry sessions, not really full sessions. In the dry session you explain and you expect that to be put in. So there were a couple of things that I was not very unhappy about, but it has nothing to do with the players. It has to do probably with me expecting them too much in certain times. So we knew exactly what to do. They do on the sides, they lure us out, and then very quickly, extremely quickly, with a lot of speed and agility, they get into your pockets. So they want to come into the red zone and then into the golden zone. So that we fall a couple of times in traps. And that made me to do a substitution. I think after that we had the stability. So second half, I can say the whole second half, we were actually very pair with them. And so long that the game go, so more frustrated they became, and so more frustrated they became, so more problems they created actually themselves. Overcooked balls, no more patient with themselves. And we knew that when that happened, we will be in the game. Yeah, these were the substitutions. This is why I think then we were actually. So I need also to learn a little bit the team. Sometimes you go ahead and think for the players, but they also need to just. So I need to also to learn about that. So it's a bit of a. We have back-to-back play games, and after Bloemfontein, I think then we have a little bit more time to work.
Coach, after Chiefs, you had full praise for Lorenzo and Masika. You gotta have to say they put it again.
Yeah, no, for me, Lorenzo is one of the best central defenders in the country. So the question mark is, for me, he could have been by far ahead on his game last years. I think the last couple of years he has not that so much games. He's look in central defensive line. We always want to have this ball virtual. There's always this craziness about playing from the back, and that's all nice. But also there's also some naivety. If you have the second zone not being ready, third zone is not being ready, so the windows are not happening, the movements are not happening, and then they can't play it from the back. I mean, these are also, you need to see the next line, what is really happening. So assuming that they don't play or something like that is for me completely nonsense. They're good players, they can't. What in football in center backs is more necessary than playing from the back is I always call it the reflexes. So the reflexes in the right moment to take the right decisions, and that plays in subconscious mind. You can't have in a center back there, whichever is very quickly decisions that you need to think. You need to have those reflexes. These are why I think always experienced players in the center backs are very much vital.
Thank you, Coach. Mark?
Coach, you've been around long enough to know that when a team wins two big games like that, and then they go to Bloemfontein, it's the whole down. What are you going to do about that?
I just said it. This I just said it. You can't win these two games and we're going to have a problem next week. You can't have it. So obviously, yeah, I know this is one of our biggest problem: the consistency, the linear in that. We need to call up now a little bit more the automatism, the pattern. You know that this automatism, this routine comes then that you come in the game. So we know that. I know that very well. As I said, yeah, we need to talk about that. But we have also the team is a bit tired because they really played out of the. So we need to see now tomorrow and on Friday, because we're flying Friday. There's only one flight, very early, 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, I think. So very early out to Bloemfontein. So we need to find measures how we're going to rest the team out. This is high altitude there, if I'm not mistaken, as well heat. So that's exactly what you're saying. We need to see how we can get the best out of the boys. Yeah, I agree.
Because just in terms of the tactical opposal that you face tonight, you speak highly of Pirates and what they asked out of your team. Just from that and looking at the way your team is, what do you think more you need to do just to get more results like this out of this team?
Yeah, I think you can't have such a great situation that we have at the moment. Standing is twice 1-0. We didn't concede goals. The team has conceded 12 goals before. Now we didn't concede, and we scored twice, one. And I think here and there we had very good passages of the game. So it's always up and down. So these passages will actually give us also the motivation that certain things are right. Obviously, there are so many things are wrong that so we need to be much more patient with us, build up processes. Red zone the golden area needs to be much more quicker blocked. Sometimes we jump over axes we want to do. Pressing must be organized. So we want to pressurize and running empty. The next run's empty. Next time we'll correct. So third running empty means the chain is open. And there where the teams can sometimes capitalize on that. So these are the elements that we need to look into how we stabilize a little bit more the team. I think so where we need to look in is definitely, I think the center backstage is set, the organization pattern in the midfield. In the pattern, I'm not happy. Finding ways out. Sometimes we go too hasty in through the middle, which we have patterns now organized for us. And then front line is a bit, for me, we need to be better on that. So we need to find better one against ones. We need to find separate players. So the game knowledge comes into that. So that is then high repetition will come. I'm sure.
Coach, is there any conversation with John regarding transfers to the champion leader?
We had yesterday a meeting about what we're going to do, and at the moment, I think obviously let's concentrate. We have. I'm not a big fan of look the between transfers, between season transfers are all the highly difficult transfers, from my opinion. So I'm not the guy who's going to run and say I need this, I need that. The team is there. We'll see. We'll discuss with John. We had yesterday a discussion about that with the board, and also we also already now I'm starting to look already for next season myself, because that's going to be my area. I think pretty much we have a good team there. The youngsters are coming flowing too. There are 3-4 youngsters in the youth section that I'm going to see hopefully after next week, which have great potential. And obviously you could see the one youngster today played marvelously up front. Sometimes on the wing, sometimes a little bit inward, sometimes so always a bit of a. And he has the potential to be much more playing much more. And so we'll see. Actually, I don't know. I can't say that at the moment. So we also want to do we want to do justice to the players that has been there.
Coach, sorry, just away from the game, you gave an interview I think yesterday with SAFM.
Yeah.
You spoke about Witbooi.
Emil?
Witbooi.
Yeah.
You said that he has great capacity, but there was a lot of back and forth displeasure from people. But just for clarity, when you say he has great capacity, but he needs time, he needs to be protected, what exactly do you mean? Like, how, if I may ask, how far is he, from knocking on the door? Because you are a coach that believes in young players and gives young players a chance. From those that you've started at almost similar ages, how far is he from breaking into the team as well?
I think it's too early for me to say that how far it is. That would be also not justice to him. So, I mean, I had what is the 4 training session, if I'm not mistaken, 5. So to judge, because we have also late developers, the quick minds, so aspects that maybe in other positions are better. So it is too early, but great capacity, that's for sure. Quick mind, that's what I'm always looking into. Look into the rest. I can change a quick mind. If you have a slow mind, you can do whatever you want to do. So that's what's generally, I can confess that, and that's what I'm looking all the time. That we have a quick mind in the game. So and then the rest is up to us: physical, cognitive work. So all these elements needs to be done from coaching parts. So that takes time, because I love to have this individual part. So we had 4 or 5 players that we could speak now individually, sit down, explain that conversation, because in the end we need to get that feedback from the players what they do. And South Africa is always very difficult. In a group, the players don't want to talk. So we need to have that. We can always bring them to. I also change that. I mean, you can't not every time force certain elements that they need to give you the feedback. So this gives me a little bit time when my coaches coach the team, and I can sit a little bit more back and let the players come and we have these discussions. So then I also can see where he stands. That's also one of the points that I'm saying.
Okay, thank you guys. Thank you, coach.
Thank you.